Hi guys, so today I filmed this makeup look for you. It is using all affordable products. There is only two products that I used that are high-end, but that's because I didn't have drugstore alternatives. But you can use whatever you have at home, it really doesn't matter. You can follow this look really easily. And I did also give 3 different lip options, so you can choose from the nude lip, the orange lip, or the red lip. And I do apologize that the camera did cut out. My card was full at the end of the video, so you sort of don't see too much of the red lip, but what can you do? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Please let me know what you think in the comments below, and please give it a like if you liked it, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye! To start out with, I'm going to be priming my face with the L'Oreal Lumi Magique primer. This is a beautiful radiant primer and it gives your skin a really nice glow so that when you put your foundation over the top, it lets that glow shine through. Then I'm going in with the Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum Foundation. Again, this is going to give you a beautiful dewy complexion. It's a really nice foundation. It's not quite as affordable in Australia as it will be in other countries, but you know, it's still from Priceline. I'm going to apply that with a damp sponge because again, this look I was aiming for nice dewy skin, and I find that a wet sponge helps give that effect the most. I'm then going to be using this L'Oreal, I forget what it's called, Superliner? Anyway, it's a blonde eyebrow pencil and it's got a little brow hair spoolie on the end, and it also comes with a waxy end that you can use as well. So I'm just going to be filling in my brows, giving them some shape and emphasizing the arch. As you can see, I like to turn the pencil sideways when I get to the front and just push upwards, and that pulls the hairs up and makes them look a little bit more natural. Then I'm just putting a tiny bit of concealer on my eyelids just as a primer. I don't really have a drugstore base for eyelids, so this was the next best thing, but it still worked really well. Now I'm taking this L'Oreal pressed shadow and it is so beautiful. Look at that. Oh my god. It's gorgeous. So I'm just going to use my finger to press that into my eyelid, as you'll see right now. And you can see it's just such a metallic, beautiful colour. I love it. Then I'm going to be taking my Urban Decay Naked Basics palette, and I'm going to be using that shade. It's like a taupe light brown color. It's really nice, and that's just going to go through my crease. I am then taking that light yellowy skin tone shade, and then I'm just using that to sort of blow out that brown line and make sure it's really nice and blended and there's no harsh edges. Then taking the dark brown, I'm just going to take that on a little pointed pencil brush, and that's going to go underneath my lower lash line, sort of smoking it out a little bit, and then I'm going to drag it onto my top eyelid and just in that outer V. And just going back in with the blending brush a little bit just to make sure it's all nice and blended. And then I'm taking the black shade from the same palette and I'm just going to line my upper lash line. You can use a gel eyeliner or a liquid eyeliner if you like, but because of my eye shape, this is what looks best. I'm just taking that same black shade just underneath my lower lash line to give it a little bit more definition. And then finally I'm taking that nice highlight shade at the end and I'm going to be using that on my brow bone. And then I just pop some in the inner corners. And then I'm taking my Maybelline gel eyeliner, and that's just in the black shade. That's just going to go in my tight line. I really prefer using a gel eyeliner in my tight line rather than a pencil, because I find the pencils transfer onto my bottom lash line, whereas the gels don't. Then I'm going in with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. As you can see, it's a nice liquidy concealer and it's got a lot of pigment in it, so it's quite a good drugstore concealer. And that's just going underneath my eyes in sort of like a little V kind of shape to highlight as well. And that's going to be blended out with my damp sponge again. Then I'm just popping some down the center of my face, on my forehead, my nose, and then on my chin, any blemishes or redness or scarring. And pull a funny face. Now I'm taking this Physicians Formula bronzer. It's a really nice light shade, so it's not too harsh when you use it to contour, or you can just use it to bronze. And that's going to go on a Real Techniques. Once I get to the clip, one moment. Okay, that's going on a Real Techniques contour brush, and it's just going in the hollows of my cheeks. This just helps sculpt them out and make you look sort of like you've got a slimmer kind of face, but it really just helps to sculpt the cheekbones. And then I'm popping some around my hairline and on my temple a little bit. So you can sort of see the difference it makes on each side. But I will blend it out, don't worry. And then I just put a tiny little bit under my chin just for a little bit of definition. Now I'm taking this beautiful blush by Bourjois. I forget what it's called, but it'll be in the down bar. And just popping that on my cheeks. It's very pigmented, so only use a light hand with it. And I do go back in and blend it out with my sponge again because it is very bright. So just blending those edges, making sure it all looks nice and soft. And then I'm taking this Sleek Contour Kit, and I don't use the bronze shade because it's a bit dark for me, but I'm using that beautiful little highlight shade. As you can see now, it is such a nice pigmented gold highlight. I really like it. So that's going on the tops of my cheekbones and joining it up to my brow bone kind of thing. And then I'm going to pop a bit on my Cupid's bow. Then I'm taking the Rimmel Stay Matte Pressed Powder. This one's just in the transparent shade. And I'm going to set the center of my face and under my eyes. And this is another non-drugstore product, but I don't think the drugstore makes one, but it's the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. So I'm just spraying my face with that to set. And I'm curling my eyelashes. Pretty standard. And then I'm using, I forgot to put a little clip in, but I'm just using a nude eyeliner in my waterline just to make my eyes look nice and bright. This is probably my favourite mascara at the moment. It's the Rimmel ScandalEyes Rockin Curves, I think it's called. And when you see the brush, it's got this weird big curve to it, and you think it would be not that great, but it really works really nicely. I love it. And then coating the bottom lashes as well. I do add some false lashes, which I end up taking off because my camera cut out and they were annoying me, but they look really beautiful if you can be bothered to wear eyelashes. So these are just like a red cherry pair, I think. You can get them on eBay for like $20 for 5 pairs or something like that, so they're really good. So I'm just popping those on as close to the lash line as I can. And this is the first lip option, so it's out of a customized palette that I've made myself. I'll leave the name of it down below, but it's this pinky mauvey nude shade. So I'm popping that on with my lip brush. And I do really like this colour. It's extremely moisturising, so it's a really comfortable shade to wear. Lip option number 2 is this Revlon, what are they called? Revlon Lip Butters. And it is this beautiful orange shade. I'll leave the name down below again, but that's a little swatch of it. It's such a beautiful spring summery colour. So I'm going to pop that on straight from the tube. And then I'm just cleaning up around the edges with a tiny little brush. There's no product on it, but just cleaning up the edges to make sure they're nice and sharp. And that's the orange lip. I probably like this colour the best actually. And then the final lip is like a berry red pinky shade. So this is the one that cuts out, but you can see me applying it, and here is a little swatch of it, what it looks like. Looks a little bit more pink on camera, but in real life it was quite red. So I just apply it from the tube, And then I end up going in with a lip brush just to blend it all out and make sure it's nice and sort of seamless. And the video is about to cut out, so thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it.